Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Swavey, you streaming?
A few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Jackson.
Oh!
First down past the 40. Caught by Jones. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The 40, 30, 10, and this will be a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I don't believe this nigga can't
Jackson
move.
and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That nigga heard about that.
Yeah.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Can't want to play my
there
game.
for the tackle, Jacob Martin. On second down, it's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure he's got to hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
Yeah, no, we're week 7.
There was contact, but
I was about to say, we're in week 7, aren't we?
Flag in the back pocket. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On first down, it's Watson.
Oh, shit.
Flushed out.
How you throw this bitch away?
And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Complete to Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, why we ain't jump?
With a completion. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Jackson, option right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave him with the running back. In this
somebody
case,
offensive line that chops like damn near almost
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right, it's like every play these niggas on the ground.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact,
this nigga
no
chop
call,
like
and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know
it's working for him, too. I can't be mad at it.
He's one that has to absorb
I think it's on the ground within like 5 seconds.
Unable to hold on to the football.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
I'll try to pause it, but I forgot he kicking, so he got to pause
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that.
All right.
Yeah, see, I can't pause it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him
man, look, that would have been on ESPN the next day
if
you would have caught that.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up
come on, kick it. This is where we shine.
Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy.
I was a yard short.
About 2 out of 3. And this is
I was a yard short.
20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
Yeah.
From the 34,
damn.
Here's 1st and 10.
Keeping up with Lamar and shit.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Lamar got escape.
Pressure right. This complete to Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Damn, I was a yard off, bro. But Tab, you see how I was talking about, right? How that kick meter was slow as hell.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in
That's one thing I'm gonna miss about Julio, bro. That boy got in and out specially.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, Jackson.
My first game with no Cam, dog.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half.
His shit lit up too. I was like, oh yeah, this is about to come down.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return comes Cobb. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by.
So Chase already got his
REA Sports halftime
specialist
report.
thing
All
on
right, Coach,
lock
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number
got it
3.
last game.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
Yeah, his whole defensive line got an X factor.
Fielded a few yards into the end
I just
zone.
can only activate 3, so Calais Campbell only got
as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I just had to get past him.
Here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley.
Bro, last week it had like every time I try to juke P, bro, his shit would never activate.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Jackson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Jackson now.
This nigga went up against 2
here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson operating from the gun. And
I take that.
Incomplete.
I take that.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And
he tried to win.
Man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, Freeman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh!
Jones has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards to pick up there.
That
Good
nigga
for a
shot
Raven first.
That boy
Nice catch
chop
right
block.
there. Brings them
I
out
never
the
got
sentence.
chopped blocked
When
so
in
much
doubt,
before in my
find your
life.
veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young,
Cut.
he thought the crafty veteran was something God couldn't run anymore.
You see that, right? Right in front of him,
That
bro.
nigga flipped your motherfucking ass.
Freeman again.
Oh, let's go.
One tackle, but no more as he's
You thought you were going to get my quarterback news? Nah, I got yours.
And it's 3rd down.
That nigga, we out here getting smacked by the computer.
First half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially
You
as we
just
get
can't
deeper in
get
the game.
right, man.
Boss, something wrong in his head. Just
On
can't get
3rd
right.
down, Jackson trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Big seam,
No,
and
put
he
it through the
might
inner
go
picker.
away. He's at the 30.
Hey, first off, Lamar, who the fuck you chasing down, bro?
For the Texans, TD.
Oh.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit
Trust me, I
further.
know.
And while they
I
won't
thought
just
I
empty
seen
the
that
bench just yet, if you're a backup,
You know
start
that didn't
loosening
sound
up. I think you
right.
get a chance
Yeah, that
to play
didn't sound
before
right.
this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through.
Hey, you got
Lead us up to
Brad
18
Roby.
now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now.
Yeah, he's the
as
original.
this one's in the air.
Yeah, he's on the team originally.
And a fair catch
I'm
signal
thinking about
for
somebody
and
else, I
taken
think.
successfully.
You talking about,
Cal Roby or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Roby Kobe.
we
The
had
Raven
him.
offense set at the
okay.
line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football.
Hey,
a little bit better. Make
Smith,
some
you
better
want to go
decisions
ahead
on
and,
this
you know.
drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He ain't gonna blitz until you make him blitz on
Flusters
Swavey.
right. He'll run it.
You know you gotta make
He'll
him
get
blitz,
10
right?
there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
When the quarterback get out the pocket like that, you gotta make him do that. You
And
gotta
this
do
should be the
it.
final play before the quarter ends.
Yeah, you gotta tap on the right, you gotta push on the right stick and make the ball rush.
And as they come to the line, they will not
Hey,
be
that's
able
how
to
you
get
know a
off
nigga
another
losing.
play
When he go
as
to
time
his
has
last
run
ace
out
in the
on this
hole,
third
his
quarter.
quarterback
This
got
is
that
the
90
National
fucking 1
Football
speed or
League
some shit
on
like
EA
that. Hey,
Sports.
Nigga probably got
Fuck on the ball
95
with this one.
speed.
Still a few
Oh, I'm about to
inches
roll
short
out
of
on
the
your
first down
motherfucking
as they
ass.
come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now
Oh,
he's
we
gonna use
missed.
his legs. Yet he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Oh, Chase, he was close, bro.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Let's
He's
go.
swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Whitney
I'd have face
merciless,
masked that
giving
nigga
him
before
once
I went to
again
his
his
kicking
3rd
game.
sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and
Nigga, Chase Young
14.
big as fuck, son.
Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete.
You know what? I would have
Too
been
much
mad if he
contact
actually
to
would
hold
have
on
came
to
down
one,
with
and it's
that.
3rd down.
Because the nigga went up
Just nothing
on
there
2
again.
people.
He's been sacked
Still
multiple
close.
times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down from
Hey, he tried to
incomplete
chop
as
block me.
well.
I was ready for
Another
it.
incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still
I was
moving
ready
around
for
back
it
there
this
the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting,
shit.
not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
46.
No, you
Yours.
can go. You can go for it now.
You can go for it.
Go for
Yeah, I don't care if you go for it.
As long as you down, like you down right now, so you can go for
They'll
it.
go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh.
That nigga Chase Young hurdled the
This
nigga.
time doesn't work out. And the
Fuck out of him.
Texans take over an excellent field position.
That nigga said, "Oh shit!"
I seen how you threw the ball. I knew you was. Hey, that nigga threw that bitch like no.
No, I'm not getting hit by this nigga.
You can lose this one. You can't lose Lamar, nigga.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. You know, they want to ride him down the stretch.
I thought I had a clear shot too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
Trying for Brown, and it's
fall up.
intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And he picked it.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. But now it'll be 3rd
Fletcher
down.
Cox.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to
I'm
be
glad
frank,
I
they
ain't
just
got to
really
play them
haven't gotten much
motherfuckers,
better.
boy.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
Oh, I thought he caught
so whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get
mad
with
about
now
the first one.
and get himself calm.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson on first down.
Boy, he's getting lucky. Damn.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, that
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit. Wow. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. He's got a first down past the 30.
They do not like that.
Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came up with a touchdown. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown.
What the actual fuck?
How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
Hey, Swavey, what you want for Saquon?
As they continue to move forward.
Bro, I didn't know that was actually going to work.
Behind them.
Come on, Chase!
Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. One last shot for Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
So proud of rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock.
Go to the bye week, then we gotta play tap.
One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say